speed boost. He could have just got a power boost or whatever. And I proved that that's not the case because he actually got a speed and boost. The first time
okay. I never disagreed with that. All I said was prove that it's at a 1-to-1. Why the fuck was there a fishing hook in my bed?
What?
It's a little shrimp, bro. You know how it be.
Crazy. But yeah, all I asked you to do was prove that his speed increased at a 1-to-1 ratio with his strength, which you didn't do. You say he can get faster, but that doesn't mean he gets 2 times faster. He could get 1.5 times faster, or even like 1.3 times. Or he's gone.
Wait, repeat that? What did you say?
Yeah, what I was saying is like I had no problem with saying okay he gets faster, but you can't prove that it's a 2 times amp to his speed.
It is.
No, because all you're saying is all you're saying is that he gets another half of the 9 tails, so he gets 2 times faster and stronger. But what I told you to do in the last debate, and what I'm telling you to do in this debate, is prove that it's that like when he gets that other 9 tails amp, it is a 1-to-1 ratio, so that his strength and speed increase at the same amount. And you didn't do that, and you're not doing that now.
Wait, hold on.
All you're saying is that he has the other half of the 9 tails, so of course he gets 2 times faster and stronger. But you can't prove that he gets 2 times faster.
I can elaborate on that more. So the thing is, we know from when he like the first time he got KCM1, when he first was able, like when he beat the Nine Tails, when he was training with Killer B and got he was able to tap into the power. We know from then he got a speed and a power boost, which means if he gets another 9 tails, he will get the same speed and power boost he had then, which will be twice the speed and twice the power. I mean, that's simple logic.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, let's just go with that. All right.
I don't see the problem with that, bro. It's simple logic.
Okay, let's just.
The other half of the 9 tails, meaning he's twice as strong.
Okay, so 2 times faster. Let's say 2 times faster than 70 times faster than light. That's 140 times faster than light. That's still slower than the 280 times faster than light that I presented for Ichigo and Yuha. Aizen would scale to Ichigo and Yuha because he fights with Ichigo, and he even manages to tag Yuha. I can drop that.
Before you go on all that, so it's good that you finally multiplied that like you should have done. No, the other thing is, I was going to ask you where you get the calculation from anyways. Like, what point did you get this calculation from? The war or what?
What, the war? It's from when he blitzes the Raikage. Because that's the only time that you can even calculate any speed for Naruto. And then everybody else will scale up with him.
That's not the fastest speed feat in Naruto.
Okay. Amir. Okay, so that feat is the only calculatable thing, and until like really the only calculatable thing that's in like for speed in the war arc and beyond, because there's no other speed feats. There's no other speed feats like that.
No.
You can say, yeah, he blitzes. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to explain this to you. So you understand. You can say, okay, yeah, he blitzes these characters, or he outspeeds these characters, or dodges this fast attack. But one, you cannot calc the angle, you cannot calc the distance, and then like everybody else will just be unquantifiably higher. So in a cross-verse debate, you have to cap them at that speed. Right now, we're capping them at 140 times because I'm steel manning your argument.
Yeah.
Yes, like I said, we're capping them at like 140 times or 140. What? Hold on, 74 times 2, 148 to 100. I guess 50 times. Well, 148 to 146 times.
Am I the only one who having this connection problem?
There are speed. He is faster. I can't agree that he is faster than that, but unquantifiably so. You cannot, if you can't quantify it, then he would just cap at the speed that we can only like calculate. Because then, like, that would be a no limits fallacy. Like, yeah, he gets faster. Okay, how much faster? I don't know, but he's faster. Okay, so he stays at this speed because you can't calculate it. If you can't calculate it, then you just can't use it, especially in crossverse, which this is. Okay, he's gone again.
I think he's hungry.
His connection really bad. He said.
What the fuck?
My bad.
Happy birthday, Sakura.
It's not my birthday.
Yeah, it is.
He says it's not my birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's his birthday.
It's my birthday.
Fuck you.
Bitch, shut up.
Is he gonna?
Happy birthday,
Is he
bro.
gonna come back?
Thank you. Thank you.
He's gonna come back in less than 5 minutes.
Anyway, Sasuke, his speed is immeasurable. Scaling from
Stop it. Stop it.
No, we don't.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay, he's back.
Beta
He's back. He's
on
back. He's back.
Hey,
Okay.
hold on. I told you, I'm having a connection problem right now.
I
Am
know.
I the
I
only
told
one having a
told-
connection problem?
Yeah.
it's just,
No,
it's
I'm
just
not
you, bro.
using McDonald's Wi-Fi, so I'm good.
Oh
Oh,
Hey.
my god.
hey,
I'm not using
hey.
Wi-Fi. I'm not using McDonald's Wi-Fi. It's really good. Like it don't work perfectly fine. But so you said
But
that's the
like I
only.
was saying,
So you said that's the only.
in a cross-verse debate. In a cross-verse debate, unless you can like state a multiplier.
I understand that. I understand that. So my question is, what's like? How did you quantify that? How did you quantify the Raikage thing? Like, how did you get him to?
I wasn't the one who quantified it. This is the calc that I've seen. This is the highest calc that I've seen for Naruto speed. And it was made by I think it was made by like a very respectable debater named Parrot. And the way he calculated it was he calculated the distance that the Raikage was at Naruto's face, with his fist to his face. You know when he's like trying to punch in the fucking schnoz, and how far away he was from there, and how far Naruto would have to move to like get like away from that fist. And the result he got was 73 to 74 times faster than light. And then there's no actually calculatable distance.
Hold on.
from then on.
Wait. That's a false statement. You said there's no other type of speed feats.
No,
No.
I said there's no
No,
other
the fact is you
calculatable difference.
No. The fact is you're not aware of the other ones that may exist.
No, it's not that. No, it's not that I'm not aware. It's that we can't find the distance between any other thing that is later on in the manga or the anime. Really, only in the manga because that's all that matters.
Okay, no, you and the people you watch or listen to or talk to, y'all haven't found it. That's what you're saying. Because you can't
Okay,
say
so can you find it right now?
Statements. Then the whole
What
Raikage.
statements? What multiplier and what statement can you give that would put them above 73 to 74 times faster than light?
I mean, we already know that. We literally.
No, and we know how. Wait, Amir. We know how fast the Raikage is due to the data book saying that, like, in V2, during using his lariat, he is light speed. Even Darwi says, like, okay, yeah, the Raikage has his synapses fire at the speed of light. Not him moving at the speed of light, but his synapses. And then the data book confirms this by saying. Then the data book confirms this by saying, okay, so using his lariat, he's light speed. While the Raikage is capped at light speed for like the rest of the fucking series, Naruto blitzes the hell out of him.
good stuff.
That speed.
Okay, so as far as the other statements go, there's a couple other statements that are superior to that. I'm pretty sure.
Like
Example, my light thing, the most prevalent light feat, speed feat in Naruto when Naruto dodged it point blank.
the light thing.
Yeah.
Okay, one, he was dodging the swing of Madara's head.
No, that's not the case. I actually just watched the Seth the Programmer video, and by the way, I think he's 100% reliable, but some of his videos are good. Now
His older videos aren't that reliable because like he has admitted on multiple occasions like, yeah, I'm wrong, and that's why some of his videos will go down. Some of them just get flagged, but some of them are just like wrong, so he just takes it down.
What I'm talking about in particular I'm talking about his the video where he talked
Yeah, the
about
speed of
his
light Naruto video.
Huh?
The speed of light
You said
Naruto
what?
video, the one that you linked the first time. The speed of
Yeah,
light
and what I'm
Naruto video. That
saying
you
is,
linked. But
what I'm
in
saying is
that video,
he
he doesn't
provided a
even
valid point.
calculate.
Provided a valid
Yeah,
point.
in that video, he doesn't even calculate how fast Naruto moved to avoid that light fang. He all that video is proving that Naruto is light speed.
Okay, so here's the thing. So would you say he was already okay? So you saying he's already light before he even fought Madara? So throughout the entire war,
Yeah, he's already light speed before he even fought Madara. But you can't quantify anything above that.
You already changed your feet. You remember
I
you
literally didn't.
No, you changed your couch. You multiplied it by 2. You don't remember that?
Huh?
You just did.
No, I steel manned you. I didn't change it.
You just said you multiplied it by 2 and got it to a higher level.
I said
What was
I will
calculated?
steel man you so that we can move on. And now we're still somehow on this point.
Bro, I'm just saying, when I came in here and I talked about that, I told you about the 9 and how it basically multiplies Naruto's speed by 2 and his
Yes, and
power.
then yes, you did. And then I said, okay, can you prove that it multiplies his speed at a 1-to-1 ratio so that if his power goes up by 2, then his speed goes up by 2. And then I said, you know what? I don't care. I'll steel man you so we can move on from this point.
You didn't say that, bro. All you did
I have
was
the
because I
how
told
it's
you.
going right now. We can record. I'm recording right now. We can listen to it after the debate. But
Okay, because what I told you was when you asked me that question, I told you we know he got a speed amp and a power amp when he got the 9 when he unlocked the power of the 9 tails originally.
yes,
Back
and then I said you
when
cannot prove that it scales up 1-to-1, and then I steel manned you. I steel manned you and said, okay,
no, look.
let's say
Bro,
he's 2 times faster
listen.
just to move on.
I don't know why you keep using that.
Like I said, we're recording this right now, so we can just listen to it after the debate.
That's great. No, what I'm saying is, and in case it wasn't clear the first time I said this, what I'm saying
is a
is
non sequitur, so we don't have to stay on this point.
I know we're not gonna stay on this. I'm just making this last point. What I'm saying is, it's the same power. It's literally the other half of the 9 tails. So if one half of the 9 tails gave him 72 times the
No,
speed.
it wouldn't even be a 72 to 73 times amp. It would just be, okay, he got faster. We still don't know how much faster base Naruto is, or how fast base Naruto is. We know how fast A is. We know how fast the Raikage is. And because KCM Naruto blitzed him, then we could just assume, like, okay, yeah, he's this fast based off of that. But we still don't know how much faster he got from his base form.
He only blitzed him because of KCM 1. Obviously.
Okay, but how fast is base Naruto?
No,
You don't
that's
know.
not.
I don't know. We only know how fast Naruto is because of the calc based off of what happened between him and the Raikage.
Okay, but you still. So what's your current calc for it then? Your current speed and power calc? Because you say you changed.
I would still say that it is 73 to 74 times, but I steel manned you so we can move on. So I just said, okay, whatever. He's 140 to 146 to 148 times faster than light. Either way, that is still slower than the 280 times faster than light that I presented for Ichigo.
Okay, all right.
That's
So
ridiculous. That's 30 times.
Now that we got that out of the way, I said that we starting off with Aizen first before we get into the rest of the verse. So
you said what?
I said when I came in here, I'm starting off with Aizen before we get into the rest of the Bleach verse.
Okay.
And my thing about this is, so, and first of all, it's not all about speed and power. And as we know in Naruto and in Bleach, they have super, like, both verses have a lot of hacks.
If you don't mind, I'm going to correct you right there, because if a character is significantly faster and significantly stronger than another character, then it wouldn't matter how much faster and stronger that character is, because even if wait, Amir, let me finish. Even if the character that you're using has better hacks, if they can't land those hacks, then it doesn't matter. If I were just some super Chad with super strength and super speed, who is 200 billion times faster than light, and you are Mach 72.
Bro, you don't have to give me
Freeze
examples.
time.
Just state your point, and we can. You wasting time by giving examples. I understand what
I'm
your
giving
point
you an
is.
example because you don't understand how debate works.
I'm not a little kid. I don't need you to give me no examples. I understand what your point was. What I'm saying is the reason why it doesn't matter is because if we talking about a versus battle, the characters they're gonna be in character. So if a character, so if a character is way faster than another character, if it's out of character for them to instantly try to blitz and one shot somebody, then they're not gonna do that. For example, Goku's not gonna instantly walk up to a stranger and try to knock his head off. He's not gonna do that. That's why
Goku lets it test his abilities. But what's going to happen with Aizen versus Sasuke is Aizen's going to say, "Hey, look at my sword," and then Sasuke is going to look at his sword, and then what's going to happen after that is it's going to be a genjutsu from then on, basically.
No, we get into that, and I'm happy. But and that's the thing. That's how Aizen's character is. He's gonna try to he literally tries to put everybody in his hypnosis except Ichigo for some reason. So we're gonna get to that.
And I'm gonna that's because Ichigo has like mind hacks resistance, but that's a different story.
I never seen it. We can talk about that later, but I'm not aware of anything like that. The reason that I'm pretty sure he did that's because he wanted Ichigo to be super strong when he fought.
Yeah, he wanted a good fight, but at this point Ichigo does have mind hacks resistance, but that is a non sequitur. We don't need to go into that right now.
All right. So right now I'm about to provide a scan, and I'm about to go into detail about why Aizen's hypnosis to work on Sasuke. So let me get that scan right now, and I'm about to explain.
Actually, you don't even need to get the scan. I can just tell you why it would work on Sasuke.
I'm gonna elaborate. I'm gonna elaborate on this scan. So in this scan, Zetsu's saying Sasuke was able to resist the infinite Tsukuyomi just because of his Rinnegan.
And because he has a Rinnegan Sharingan. That's just Rinnegan, or that's just Rinnegan Sharingan Genjutsu. That's not Kyokusui Getsu.
Let me explain my point.
The applications are entirely different. Go on.
Let me explain my point. So the reason I brought this up is because we know the infinite Tsukuyomi is a genjutsu, an illusion that affected the entire world of Naruto. It basically knocked everybody unconscious, put them all in a dream, and it basically wiped out the entire planet. Now, the reason this applies to Aizen is because this means Sasuke has resistance to an illusion that has wiped out an entire planet. Meaning, Aizen, since he's never used his Kyokusui Getsu on an entire planet and wiped out an entire planet with his Kyokusui Getsu, Sasuke's illusion resistance would be higher than what Aizen's illusion is capable of. Thus, it would not work on Sasuke. And we know that we know that although Aizen, although his Kyokusui Getsu affects all five senses, the only way he activates it and the only way people actually get caught by it is by looking at it. So first, it affects their sight. It affects their vision first.
Well, that's actually incorrect. It affects all five senses immediately.
Bro, I'm not done with my point.
I was just correcting you because you made a false statement.
I'm not done with my point. You cutting me off.
I'm just saying, I was just correcting you.
No, you cutting me off. I'm not done with my point.
Because I was correcting you. But go on.
We never seen Aizen, like, for example, shake his sword in order to catch somebody in his hypnosis to affect their hearing sense. The only way it's activated is when someone sees the sword. That was explicitly stated multiple times throughout the series. When someone sees his sword, they get caught in the Kyokusui Getsu. Therefore, since Sasuke, he has higher resistance, he has higher visual illusion resistance than what Aizen has ever shown to be capable of. Therefore, that would completely negate his Kyokusui Getsu, and Sasuke would not get caught under the Kyokusui Getsu. And on top of that, Aizen doesn't have resistance to Sasuke's illusions.
Okay.
So
First,
that's my
let me
thing.
go over. First, let me go over my speed because we just skipped right over.
Wait, no,
mine.
hold on. I didn't know we were still on speed, but we can get on.
Well, yeah,
faster.
we went over your speed. I basically carried your entire point for speed, and then we didn't even go over my speed.
Bro, first of all, the speed is that's not even that's something we should
It's
go.
pretty relevant to the debate, my guy.
Yeah, I know, but look, what I'm saying is, while this is still fresh in your head, you might as well get on this right now. Let's continue
No,
this.
actually, yeah. Let me get on this right now. First, have you read Bleach?
It sounds like you're running from this illusion. I
Okay,
want to hear.
okay, Amir, shut the fuck up for a second. My God. Have you read Bleach?
I don't get why you gotta be rude, but yeah, I have read Bleach. I actually got
Okay,
the
so you do know that Aizen Zanpakuto fused with his body, right?
that doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. And wait, Amir, I let you finish. You let me finish. All right.
I want you to counter.
Because wait, Amir, shut up. Amir, shut up. You let me finish. I let you finish. No, okay. So moving on. Because Aizen fused with his Zanpakuto, he does not need to whip out his sword anymore. This is shown with Yuha because he couldn't whip out his sword while he was sealed up in Mugen. Now, because he was sealed up in Mugen and he couldn't whip out his sword, and while that still happened, he you know what he did? He placed Yuha under consignment or perfect hypnosis. This Yuha, like this weaker Yuha than like Yuha, than God Yuha, being bare minimum planetary to solar system. The reason being, right, is because what's his name? Yamamoto was going to destroy the entire realm simply by existing. And one of his lesser subordinates was capable of weaving and like attacking, right? Now, while it may have like seemed a little one-sided in Yamamoto's favor at the time, Yuha later came in after Yamamoto activates his Bankai and one-shots him. This will put Yuha significantly above Yamamoto. And then this same Aizen that got released from Mugen was capable of going toe-to-toe with God Yuha, who had absorbed all the power of the Soul King who created both the world of the living and Huecamundo. Now, both of those realms being universal in size. Now, while Infinite Tsukiyomi may have a planetary range, God Yuha has planetary AP. And Aizen was capable of tagging Yuha as well as tanking hits from Yuha. Now, that would place the AP of Kyoketsu Getsu or Kanzen Saimin at a universal potency, which would significantly outclass the planetary limit you've set for Sasuke.
Wait, hold on. So that's your counter argument because I'm ready to rebuttal to that argument.
I mean, yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay, so the reason why I said that doesn't matter is because the simple fact that Aizen's sword is fused with his body, it doesn't change the fact that it wouldn't affect Sasuke. Now, in terms of this universal kind of push, here's the thing: Yuha was affected by it, yes, but Yuha is one person. Regardless of power. Wait, hold on. Regardless of power or strength or any of that doesn't, because we know characters in Naruto, such as Naruto himself, who is multi-planetary by the end of the war. Well, actually, he should be above that, but I'm just gonna say he's by the end of the war, and he was still affected by the Infinite Tsukinoma. So just because you're a strong being who has the capabilities of wiping out something, that doesn't mean that illusion has that same potency that it would affect the entire solar system just because it worked on one person who's as strong or strong enough.
You're confused. You're conflating range with potency, and that's not something you should do because they're not interchangeable.
I'm not finished with my point.
I'm just trying to teach you as well as debate you.
Look, what I'm saying is, in a nutshell, you are mixing up the hacks Aizen ability has been capable or has been shown to do. You're mixing that up with actual power in terms of like destructive capability. The fact of the matter is,
Amir, what you are doing are what you're doing. No, I'm trying to stop you because if you keep going on like this, you will lose.
No. You can rebuttal after I finish my point. So what I said was, the fact of the matter is, you're mixing Aizen's hacks ability, which has been explained throughout the series, which has never been shown capable of affecting an entire planet worth of people. You're mixing that up with the fact that Yuha has been, Yuha is universal in power. So, in other words, if Goku, we know Goku's above universal or whatever. So would that mean Sasuke or Aizen's Kyokusui wouldn't work because Goku is above that level, even though Goku doesn't have any mind resistance feats? What I'm saying is you're mixing up power and the actual illusion. Aizen's actual illusion has never been shown to be able to work or to be capable of controlling or manipulating or working against an entire planet. Therefore, the infinite Tsukuyomi means he has higher resistance than Aizen when it comes to illusion.
Okay. What I was trying to tell you is that you are conflating range with power and potency. If my illusions are far more potent than your illusions, my illusions will overtake your illusion.
But
and that's what I was
Aizen's
trying. Wait. Let me finish. Let me finish because I let you finish. No, and what I was trying to explain to you is that because Aizen is capable of fighting and defending and using his hacks on a universal being, whereas Sasuke only uses his against a planetary range genjutsu, and let's say that moderate is solar system, there will be an infinite distance. There would be an infinite difference between Yuha's defense, mind hacks, resistance, and durability, whereas and Aizen was capable of pushing all of that and using his abilities against all of that, whereas Sasuke was only able to defend against the planetary range up to multi-planetary range that you have set for Naruto and Sasuke. Now, the way you dispel genjutsu in Naruto is you disrupt your own chakra, you have somebody else disrupt your own chakra, or you break your finger, or I guess inflict harm upon yourself to wake yourself up. However, Kyokasui Getsu's illusions, Kanzen Saiming, is not breakable. You cannot break free of it unless you cannot break free of it unless Aizen wants you to. And even then, he could place you back under it at any point in time. Not to mention, you were incorrect about him only, confusing the sight of an opponent. He's also able to confuse their sense of smell, their hearing, because wait. Let me finish. Because when he's fighting against the captains, they all believe that they were looking at and talking to, whereas who they were fighting was actually Momo Hinamori, and Aizen was somewhere on the fucking ground. So they believe that they were touching, seeing, and hearing Sasuke Aizen.
Okay, I said, are you done now? With that
now I'm done.
Okay, so here's the thing. You misquoted me with that last thing. I never said it didn't affect all five senses. I specifically said
that's what I'm saying. You said that he only affects the sight.
No.
He only chooses to affect the sight.
It's my turn now. It's my turn. You finished your point. You're misquoting me because I made it very clear, and I'm pretty. You said we recording this, right? So it's good that we got this.
Yeah, we are recording this, and people have been here since the beginning, so anybody else can vouch.
I know. I don't care about. I'm not talking about them. I'd rather a recording is more reliable than somebody's opinion. But what I'm saying is, I specifically said although his Kyokusui Getsu affects all five senses, he only has ever been shown to activate it through the sense of sight. Someone has to see it.
I proved you wrong.
I'm not done with my point. It says
Yeah,
it
but I proved you wrong.
specifically
Is what I'm saying.
stated.
So you'll have to drop that.
No. I'm not doing my point. I tried to
Yeah, okay,
rebuttal
but I'm
you.
saying that part of your point that you just used, you would have to drop that because I proved you wrong.
And I was trying to tell you to let me talk. So now let me talk. So what I'm saying is, it's been explicitly stated that the only way the way that people get caught by his Kyokusui is by looking at his sword. That's literally
Yes,
what I'm not done with my point. That's literally
Yeah, but I'm trying to explain to you because you're missing what I was saying.
Look, you did the same
Because
thing to me.
I was telling you, what I was telling you is that because his Kyokusui has fused with his body, he does not need to make you look at his sword anymore. You just have to look at him.
I told you, I'm not tolerating you talking over me or I said
I don't care what you tolerate. I'm trying to educate you because you're an idiot.
No, I'll let you. All right, so now I'm leaving.
Okay,
I'll let you.
Thank you, GG. Goodbye. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
No, I could continue. What I'm saying is,
you could, but you will still lose. Is what I'm trying to tell you, and I'm trying to help you out, but you're not listening.
The problem was, I'll let you finish, and we agreed we was taking this point, and I'll let
yes,
you
and
point.
while you're making your points, I'm trying to correct your point so that you can become better, so you won't keep getting bodied by everybody who comes in the server.
You misquoted me, and I tried to inform you that you misquoted me, and yet you continue to talk over me. So how is it fair for if you say something wrong, I can't say nothing to you, but when I say something wrong, you want to?
Because I'm trying to correct you, whereas you're just trying to overtalk me.
I was correct. No. I wasn't trying to overtalk you. I was correcting you because you misquoted me. You said I said something I didn't say. You misquoted me, so I was correcting you, and you didn't let me correct you. You continued to talk, and now you're trying to correct me.
This is a non sequitur. Just finish your point.
Yeah, you're being a hypocrite.
Just finish your point.
All right. So when Retsuhana, the female, the healer or whatever, when they were walking to get to the town or whatever,
Okay.
you know what I'm talking about. So she literally said, she literally said, don't look at Aizen's sword, and it's been shown plenty of times that Aizen, his sword, the only way his Kyokusui affects his opponent is when they first see it, and then it affects their other senses. But they have to see it first. It operates first.
Okay, so, Amir, what I'm trying to tell you is that after his sword fuses with his body, he no longer needs to whip his sword out. You just need to look at him. Because wait. Because when Yuha went to go see Aizen in Mukin, after all of that shit went down, after he was imprisoned, he still placed Yuha under Kyokusui Getsu. And the way he did that was just by activating his Kyokusui Getsu by looking at Yuha. He does not need to whip his sword out anymore. So if Sasuke just looks at Aizen, he will already be under Kyokusui Getsu.
That doesn't debunk my point. You completely misunderstanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, this is the same case as with the sword. So with his sword, they have to look at it first to get caught by it. Now the fact of the matter is, his sword is a part of his body. Therefore,
okay, so let me ask you a question. real quick.
I'm not done.
Is Sasuke going to start this fight with his eyes closed?
If you're gonna continue,
is Sasuke going to fight this? Is Sasuke going to start this fight with his eyes closed? Just answer the question. It's a yes or no question. It's that quick.
No.
Will Sasuke start this fight with his eyes closed?
We need to make something clear first. First off,
okay, so will Sasuke start this fight with his eyes closed?
I'm not answering your question until I continue my point. Now, look, here's two things. I'm not going to tolerate you disrespecting me or.
I don't care what you tolerate. I don't care what you tolerate. I don't care. Just either finish your point or answer the question.
I was finished my point. And you
keep cutting me off. Your point.
So if you're gonna continue to cut me off, I'm not.
Finish your point.
All right, and don't cut me off, man. So the point is, it still operates off of the thing of sight, the sense of sight, and just like I showed you previously, with the first scan I dropped, and I'll drop it again for the new people who came in here.
Oh,
The
wait,
fact of the
hold
matter
on. Your
so you
connection
cut me off
lagged
again.
out.
You cut me off again. So you cut
I'm
me off
telling you
again.
that your connection lagged out. I don't know what you said.
Okay. I said that the fact of the matter is, although his sword did merge with his body, it still operates off of sight initially. Just like his sword, you have to see it in order to get caught by it. Like in order to get hypnotized by it. It's the same case with his body now. His sword merged with his body, so you have to see, you have to look at him in order to get caught by it. My point was, Sasuke, I showed you earlier with my first scan up, Sasuke has a higher resistance than what Aizen is capable of doing in terms of illusions. He has he resisted the Infinite Tsukuyomi, which was an illusion that wiped out an entire planet. Aizen has shown an illusion feat that has wiped out or controlled an entire planet worth of people.
Okay. Let me ask you this question before I ask the first question I asked. Do you know the difference between destructive capability and attack potency?
Yes.
Okay. So
you have no, you have no proof.
So if Aizen
Wait,
has
I
a
gotta
higher wait, Amir, I literally let you finish because you asked me to let you finish. So let me finish. Let me take my turn, right? Let me take my turn. Let me go on my turn, right? So,
okay, wait.
So
Read to stop cutting me
if
off.
wait, Amir. All right.
Let Shnoody go, man. Let him go. Let Shnoody go.
If Aizen has a higher potency, if his abilities, speed, and strength have higher potency, then why would they not work on Sasuke, who has a lower defense to that potency?
To answer that question, since you asking me a question, well, first off, I want you to know. I mean, I want you to let me know if you're gonna continue to cut me off, because that's becoming a huge issue. You're not gonna continue to do that.
So just go on with your point.
Yeah, the problem is you keep cutting my point.
Okay, that's a non sequitur. Go on with your point.
All right, to answer the question, speed has nothing to do with an illusion feat. That speed power that don't have anything to do with the actual hacks of an illusion. It has nothing to do with it. The point is, Aizen has never shown a feat. He has never shown the ability or the capability of being able to affect an entire planet worth of people with this Kyoku Suigetsu. And on top of that, if he did, I mean, if he literally had that ability, he would have done it. His goal was to kill the Soul King. So if he wanted, I mean, if his Kyoku Suigetsu was capable of wiping out an entire planet, or if his Kyoku Suigetsu was capable of affecting an entire planet, he would have already achieved his goal, and he would not have needed to put the Espada together and do all those other things he was doing. He would have needed to do that because he could have literally just used his Kyoku Suigetsu, and it would have affected the entire, including the Soul King and his guards. Therefore, he does not have a planet level illusion.
Okay.
Okay.
So hold on. Wait. You do realize that one, the Soul King resides in a different dimension, right? The Soul King resides in a completely different dimension, for one. Two, with Kyoka Suigetsu, and I'm going to have to break this down because I don't think you do understand. Destructive capability is how much that is destroyed. Like if I were to throw a punch and it makes a dent in a car, then that's the destructive capability. However, for example, for attack potency, let's take Goku versus Frieza. We've seen Goku, or not Goku, but Frieza in base destroy an entire planet. That entire planet, he would be able, I don't want to say he'd be able to take the attack potency, but that version of Frieza being significantly weaker than his final form. Now, Goku has never, ever, not once in his entirety of serialization of existence, has destroyed a single planet. However, he is capable of damaging Frieza, who is capable of destroying a planet, because he has the attack potency to damage somebody who can destroy planets with ease. Now, Uha is capable of destroying 3 different universes, 3 different realms, right? And Aizen is capable of affecting somebody who is capable of destroying 3 different universes/realms. You have just completely capped Sasuke and pretty much everybody in Naruto to planetary to multiplanetary. And like I told you before, there is a infinite fucking difference between universal or multiversal at this point versus multiplanetary. Now, if Uha can affect an entire universe by destroying it, and like with just his power, like with just like destroying it all with his power, and he has that same attack potency, and then Aizen has that similar attack potency on the lower scale of the relative end, then why would Sasuke, who has a lower defense to such an infinite difference in power, be able to defend against a stronger illusion?
Okay, so now that you're finished, right? With point?
I suppose.
All right, so you did cut out for me when you was talking about Frieza, but I understand what you're talking about. My thing is you're mixing up power.
No,
Hey,
because
my turn.
what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to educate you in, is that you are mixing up range with power,
bro.
and I'm trying to educate you and show you that attack potency and destructive capability
I already heard
your
the point.
capability can have a range.
Are you gonna let me?
But it's not going to. I'm trying to educate you. So if you just shut the fuck up and listen, then you can learn something and stop getting bodied by me back to back. All right. So if right, is he still here? Nah, he left. All right. Yeah. Burner rejoinder. GG. You guys can go home.
Did you ever talk about the fact that Aizen was affecting the sense of the different timelines and Yuha's Almighty? I feel like that would have helped your case right there against him.
Probably.
Damn,
like, oh.
man. What the fuck? He talking about?
I don't know why the range of the Genjutsu would matter, not the illusion.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell him.
Range doesn't equal potency.
Wait, hold on. I'll be right back because it looks like. Hold on.
As much as I want Sasuke to win, bro, he just does. Unfortunately.
It's clapped.
Yeah.
Damn. If Chino's saying it, damn.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. But he does.
The problem with the only problem with Quickest Soigetsu that people don't realize is you have no idea if you're under it. Like in Genjutsu, you have subtle clues. KS, you don't unless Aizen wants you to. Wants you to know, like you did against the entire Gotai. Like they had no clue they were clapping Momo's cheeks the entire time.
Sasuke is still better than Aizen.
That's
you trying to
personal
debate
opinion.
that?
But as a character,
Okay, there you go.
I wouldn't second that.
You say you wouldn't second that, or you would second that, Sakura?
I would second that.
Oh yeah, I'd agree too. Like Sasuke as a character, way better than Aizen. But
Yeah.
Aizen just claps his cheeks.
True.
Aizen spreads his butthole.
Yeah.
Just claps.
Aizen
I didn't even get
Jinga,
I didn't
though.
get into keto. I didn't get into fucking like how he's just gonna body him in swordsmanship.
He wouldn't be being Jigen though.
You trying to debate me on that, buddy?
Nah, because Jigen's ass right now.
You're right. He has like almost no feats. His only feats are bodying Naruto and Sasuke.
Which is a feat.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a feat.
So, it's a decent feat, but some of his hacks
It's
are
little to
a
no
bit
feats.
questionable.
I mean, of
He
course,
didn't say no
of course,
feats,
it's a feat, but it's not a feat. I mean, we haven't saw feats, but it's a feat that he bodied both of them.
Yeah, unless Kodachi just retcons that he's not the strongest I
I don't know. We
remember.
just gonna have to see how this shit plays out because it's no way in hell he should have been that strong, in my opinion.
My thing is, why the hell do you absorb a 10 tails? Like, that was gonna actually help him.
You said what?
Like, bro. Like, why was he absorbing a 10 tails? Like, what? Where did he get the 10 tails from? Whose 10 tails is
Probably
it?
from
idea.
another universe
That shit's so weird. I feel like
or
the
planet.
Boruto writers are just kind of like, oh, what do we do now?
No, Kishimoto has this. Thank you very much.
Kishimoto's not even writing this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool. It's not. I was about to say fucking cool, bro.
It's Ukio
Goddamn.
Kodachi.
What I never.
Hidachi.
How come
Yeah.
never?
I mean,
nobody brought up
but
the fact-
they still have to check in with Kishimoto.
I have a
for certain
question.
shit.
Why was he acting like Sasuke alone, like, negated the Infinite Tsukiyomi when it was because of the Sage of Six Past Power at his own?
It was his
Like,
Susanoo.
yeah, but then didn't he get that full Susanoo after he got the Sage of Six Past Powers? And Naruto
Yeah.
was also immune to
I mean,
Infinite
but
Tsukiyomi.
I guess it's still his at the end of the day.
Yeah, he kept the 6 pass power like Naruto did.
It's
Yeah.
still his, but he's not. Sasuke is.
Wasn't Naruto also immune to the Infinite Tsukiyomi?
Nah, he doesn't have
Nah.
the.
His
He had to stay
Sasuke
under
helped
the
him out
sun.
with his
Shit.
Susanoo.
Only people with the Ren Sharingan are resistant to it, I believe.
And how many
So
people
it would
have
have been
that?
after he got the it would have been after he got the Sage of Six Past Powers. Okay, so that's kind of what I thought.
Hagoromo. I mean, Hagoromo will.
Hagoromo needs to stop.
I wish my man had. Bro, I just wish they had a clean, fleshed out fucking story for him, bro.
Yeah,
How-
I everything about backstory.
Yeah, people try to
That-
bring that up multiple times.
How come nobody mentioned what is it, Aizen's what the fuck do you call it, Ryotsu or whatever, his power up? Because he
Gyatso.
can, yeah, because you know he can use that to like disintegrate humans and instill fear in people and whatnot.
Yeah, but we don't use that in debates because it's just kind of like a no limits policy at that point.
Yeah,
People just like to
fuck
use that and
Aizen.
say it's a GG no matter what.